A pathologist notes that Princess Diana's fatal injury was incredibly rare and that there were unusual circumstances. According to a new book, Princess Diana's fatal injury was so unique, small, and in the wrong place that a leading forensic pathologist had never seen anything like it. Dr. Richard Shepherd contends that had the Princess of Wales been buckled up in her seatbelt, she would have survived the 1997 Paris car accident. The pathologist believes that when Prince William and Harry's mother emerged from the wreckage 2 days later, she probably would have only suffered a few cuts and bruises if she had been strapped into the back seat. Dr. Shepherd, who reviewed the case's evidence, declared that Diana's tiny, fatal tear in a lung vein was extremely uncommon and criticized conspiracy theories regarding her demise. The pathologist wrote in his book Unnatural Causes, which will be available on April 18, that I don't think I've seen another one of her specific injury in my entire career. Diana's injury was minor, but it was placed incorrectly, the pathologist wrote in his book Unnatural Causes, which will be available on April 18, that I don't think I've seen another one of her specific injury in my entire career. Diana's injury was minor, but it was placed incorrectly. Dr. Shepherd characterized the Princess of Wales's passing as a classic example of a if-only scenario in an excerpt that appeared in the Sunday Mail. She said, if only she had been wearing a seatbelt, if only she had struck the seat in front at a slightly different angle or slower speed, and if only she had been put in an ambulance immediately after the Pont d'Alma tunnel crash. Had she been restrained, she would probably have appeared in public 2 days later with a black eye, Dr. Shepherd revealed in his studies as the most crucial if-only moment from the tragic crash on August 31, 1997. Possibly with a broken arm in a sling and a little out of breath from the broken ribs. The pathology of her death is, I believe, indisputable, he continued. However, a number of other facts are woven around that tiny, deadly tear in a pulmonary vein, some of which are opaque enough to give rise to a plethora of theories.